Hi, Darrell. Thanks for taking time to have a conversation today. For those who are watching, I want to let you know that Darrell has run 10 hospitals across the country, mostly for one of the largest hospital systems in the country. Upon realizing that no one was holding him accountable as the hospital administrator to work for the customer, he decided to leave the treatment side of healthcare to help business leaders balance the scales by using their purchasing power to get healthcare to work for them instead of against them. Darrell is a Forbes leadership contributor and has been the top speaker on the topic of controlling healthcare costs for the largest CEO coaching organization, Vistage, for the past 12 years. And now I just want to ask you, tell me a little bit about your background and experience, first of all.
Sure. So like you said, Frank, had the opportunity to be a hospital administrator across the country in various hospitals, and found that this immense industry, this huge industry, biggest industry in America, was not working for the customer. And when I say customer, I mean who buys healthcare? Well, yes, a portion of healthcare is paid for by individuals, but the lion's share of healthcare is paid for by businesses who offer healthcare benefits to their employees to attract and retain top talent. And then, of course, Uncle Sam spends a lot of money on healthcare as well. But here I am, the hospital administrator. My entire job is based on filling up my beds. All my recognition, all my rewards, everything about my success is based on filling up the hospital. And as I'm looking at, okay, Edwards Deming teaches that if you want to be successful, you identify your customer, you figure out what's going to delight your customer, you then measure the processes that most impact delighting the customer, and then you get the people closer to the process to improve the process when you find variance. It's like, well, if my customer is business leaders, I am no more delighting my customer than it's like I'm not even working towards delighting my customers. I have no interest in delighting my customers. My job is based on taking advantage of my customers and trying to fill up my hospital beds. What business leader wants me working to fill up my beds? It's like there is a complete misalignment between the biggest industry in America and their customer. So I said, I can't commit the rest of my career to an industry that is so not customer centric, and left the hospital administration industry to try to really balance the scales for business, and have done a lot of things in that area. I felt like since a lot of the hospitals I ran were psychiatric hospitals, there was this huge void in offering people support emotionally and supporting people in reaching their dreams and goals in life. And if you think about it, it's kind of nuts that in order to get a therapist or a counselor or someone that's going to work with you to help you be successful, provide motivational interviewing, support, you have to be diagnosed as mentally ill. That's crazy. Why shouldn't everybody get, as a part of their healthcare benefit, support in reaching their dreams in life? So started one of the very first coaching companies in the country. So we do personal success coaching, offering people, everybody, not just those with emotional problems, but everybody, a cheerleader in their corner, someone they can talk about their dreams with, and actually there to support them in reaching their dreams, no matter what those dreams are. So that's kind of been my journey.
Well, thank you. It's great to hear about preventative health care, which I've always supported. My next question to you is, what exactly is the Nuka model?
So as you mentioned, I've been speaking to CEOs for over 12 years, and came across the greatest discovery of my career 3 years ago. Didn't know there was a best-in-class healthcare system in the world. Figured it's just kind of the American for-profit system or socialized medicine. Well, that's all not true. There's actually a healthcare system run by Alaskan Native people in Alaska, managing the total healthcare from soup to nuts, community health to tertiary care for 70,000 people spread all across the southern end of Alaska, who have been internationally and nationally recognized as the best healthcare system in the world. And they get amazing outcomes. They have the best satisfaction levels. They have incredible population health improvement. They are best recognized. And the most amazing thing is that they do the best healthcare at half the price of what we spend in this country to provide healthcare. And I'm like, okay, what business leader wouldn't want to know that they're spending really bad money on a really bad product and that there actually is something better to invest in that's much better to attract and maintain top talent? So I have been very much trying to promote to the business leaders of America that there is a better model. The Alaskan Native people who built this best-in-class healthcare system call their model an aspirational healthcare model. And what we do is we help companies implement an aspirational healthcare benefit for their employees. And people go, well, I can't change. I can't disrupt my current employees with any kind of a change. And what people need to know is this isn't about change. This is about adding value. So you can offer your employees the exact same thing they currently have, but offer them much better, much more, and they get to choose whether they want to take advantage of a better healthcare system at a better price with more support and that's more personal and relationship based, or whether they want to stay in the current. It's like their choice. You don't have to choose for them.
Thank you. And my third and last question is, tell me a little bit about the practical application of this process for those who are listening. What is the process for them getting involved with you or getting more information? And tell me, this is a multiple question, but tell me a little bit more about the outcomes and benefits with your clients. Thank you.
So, everybody who's in a leadership role in a company who's kind of saying, yes, we're going to offer benefits, to them, it's just a purchase. I know I need to have healthcare. I can't attract and retain top talent unless we have one. So they hand over this purchase to HR and say, go purchase healthcare. Well, I love to get in front of a group of employers and ask them why they do it. Why do you buy healthcare? Well, first thing they say is, well, because I have to. It's like, it's just a necessary evil that I have to do. I hate it. I hate the cost. I hate that it goes up so much, but it's just something I have to do. And of course I say, well, I get you for a few hours, so let's think a little deeper than that. And of course, when they do, they will always tell me they purchase healthcare for their employees to, number one, attract and retain top talent. Number two, they want a healthy, productive workforce. Their product is better if they have a healthy, productive workforce. They want their employees incredibly satisfied that they're offering the best healthcare available to them. And they wish it didn't cost so much. And then I love to ask a group of CEOs, Peter Drucker was right. What gets measured gets managed. So tell me, for the second largest cost of doing business, buying healthcare benefits, which is often 15 to 20% of your total spend, do you ever measure to see whether you're getting what you just said you wanted as the customer? Never get a yes. It is that simple. It's like, no, I just treat this as a purchase. I just hand it over to HR and I say, make sure we got it. And it's like, therein lies the biggest challenge. So we help employers actually build a continuous quality improvement plan to say, what do I want? I'm going to measure to see if I'm getting it. I'm going to hold the system accountable to bring it to me. And I'm going to reward this system based on my getting it. And so now you've got HR that's aligned. You've got, and the biggest problem is they go, well, I guess we better go get a broker, a health insurance broker. And I asked them, so how does your health insurance broker get paid? Well, I guess they get a commission. I'm like, okay, exactly. So think about it. Their motivation is to not let you get what you want. It's like the more money they make is based on you not getting what you want. The more the costs go up, the more money they make. Nobody's holding them accountable to actually bring them something that attracts and maintains top talent. Nobody's measuring that. Nobody's rewarding them based on that. And in fact, they're getting bonuses at the end of the year, these overrides from the insurance companies to keep you in the broken system and then not allow you to have anything different. And so we help companies implement a plan that aligns healthcare to work for the company to create immense satisfaction amongst the employees. It's that simple. Now, the pieces of that plan are alignment, choice, and relationship. One, align your HR to help you reach your goals. Align the broker to help you reach your goals. Alignment is critical. It does not exist right now in healthcare. Number two is choice. Give your employees a choice to stay with what they're currently with so they don't feel like you're forcing some change on them because you want to create incredible satisfaction, but give them choices that are outside the box that are incredibly valuable. And I will tell you that right now, going across this country are a whole new form of offerings of healthcare that are like the Nuka system in Alaska, where employees actually have a relationship. Sorry about that. Actually have a relationship with healthcare. They're partnering with the people to help them reach their dreams, goals, and aspirations. And the rewards of the healthcare system are to keep people healthy, not make money based on people falling off a cliff. We could go into more detail if you're interested, but employers can easily now implement, in addition to what they already have as a choice, a much better healthcare model that's aspirational in nature, where healthcare aligns with them to reach their goals. And I'll just tell you a little bit about it. If you want to save a ton of money in healthcare, you do three things. One, you change the front door. My goodness, unless we understand that the way the front door currently works and it just feeds the dragon, we'll just keep offering the current front door, but you offer people a new front door. What do I mean by that? Primary care is the front door to healthcare, but it gets paid on a fee-for-service basis. And because most primary care providers are owned by the hospital systems, and they hate being a pawn of the administrator, which means they have to get so many visits every day, and the more they get through, the more money the system makes, and so they're having to be held accountable to these relative value units. It's like, it's nuts, it's crazy. So many physicians now are starting to break away from these hospital systems and saying, no, pay me on a subscription model. Just give me so much money every month for every member that's a part of my practice, and I will work to keep these people healthy. I will work, I'm not going to bill insurance. I'm just going to take the money and work towards creating health. And now I'm aligned to be available to my members, my patients, where they can call me 24/7. I can do a lot of things over the phone. I'm not held to make sure they have to come in to see me. There's just so much better healthcare when the plan you offer your employees includes a subscription model or direct primary care or advanced primary care model of the front door. That's a much better relationship for the member. In fact, I've never found anybody that's involved in this that doesn't go, oh, it's so much better. It's just that right now, what employers are buying for their employees is this system that just feeds you through the process. Like the faster, the more you go, the more money the system makes. So number one, you got to do that. The second thing you got to do is there is incredible price elasticity in healthcare. I was at a town in Texas a few months ago where I did some research to find that an ACL repair on my knee, which is a very common surgery, I could go to a 3-star hospital and spend $72,000 on that ACL repair. Or I could go to another hospital that had 5 stars, much better outcomes, and only spend 10% of that, $7,000. So you'd say, well, how in the world can a healthcare system have so much price elasticity where the better product is a tenth of the cost? It's because there is no navigation. There is no direction. People just simply go, if I'm owned by the hospital system and I'm a primary care provider, I'm going to send you to the specialist that's also owned by the system. Both of us are incentivized to fill up hospital beds and to send people to the $72,000 ACL repair. So it's all about not only giving them a different front door, but navigating people to best providers with the best outcomes at the best price, which is always going to be better for the members. That's the second way to save money. The third way to save money is, for goodness sakes, almost 90% of everything we spend in healthcare can be traced back to people's behavior. And the way you help people change behavior and change lifestyle isn't to tell them what to do. It's to engage them in a relationship with a coach who's going to be their partner on their journey, supporting them in reaching their dreams, goals, and aspirations, which has been proven by the best healthcare system in the world. You simply give them someone who can help them be successful in their life at every aspect of their life. So change behavior, navigate people to the right best providers, the best price, and 3, change the front door. The 3 things you can do to save literally 50% or more on the total healthcare spend. But you don't get that by just buying health insurance for your employees. So that's what we do to help employers implement alignment, choice. The final one is relationship. I've already explained it. When you have a relationship with primary care, when you have a relationship with a coach, when you have a relationship with healthcare, who's designed to help you be successful in life, the whole system's better. And we show employers how to implement those 3 principles: alignment, choice, and relationship.
Well, thank you, Darrell. This has been a joy. Wow, what an innovative concept. And me being an efficiency nut, it makes me really pleased to know, one, there's a holistic approach to healthcare for dealing with the individual as an individual. And 2, the bottom line. Sometimes we're so stuck in pre-established systems, they become institutionalized. And I would think I'm taking a chance here, but I'm guessing that some HR people feel like, oh, I just have to do this, period, and get it off my desk.
Yep. Everybody thinks that the way you buy healthcare is you sign a broker letter of record. They don't even realize you can sign a fee-based contract with your consultant where the consultant gets paid by you and their incentives are based on you reaching your goals. It's like, you can do that? It's like, it's your money. And yes, you can. And you should be insisting on it. And if you can't find consultants that are willing to do that, look me up. I'll give you those that can and will.
Yes, very good. Once again, thank you. I appreciate your time today. And if anyone has any questions, there will be information in the text below. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Frank.